Okay, so you've probably heard all the classic study tips, right? Like use flashcards, take notes, highlight your textbook. But here's the thing. What if those tips were only scratching the surface of what your brain is capable of? What if there were ways to study that felt almost effortless, but were way more effective? That's exactly what we're diving into today. And trust me, you won't want to miss this. You see, our brains aren't designed to absorb tons of info in one sitting without a little help. So let's dive in and explore some unique and unexpected tips that will make studying feel like a breeze while amplifying what you retain. First up, let's bust a myth. You don't actually forget stuff because your brain is lazy. Your brain is simply being efficient. It prioritizes what it considers important. And if a study session feels more like a chore than enlightenment, your brain is likely not labeling it as super important. So how do we change that? By making learning feel more urgent and essential. And we'll tackle that in the second part. But before that, let's talk about your brain's superpower, neuroplasticity. Think of your brain like a muscle. It adapts and changes based on how you train it. And guess what? You can literally wire your brain to absorb and retain information more efficiently. We'll get into some of those hacks right after. Hacks to absorb more in less time. Number one, stand to learn, sit to explain. Sitting for hours on end while studying might seem like the epitome of focus, but it's actually a brain drain. Standing up regularly boosts blood flow and oxygen, keeping your brain alert. Plus, switching to sitting when you need to concentrate is your signal to your brain that it's time to focus. Number two, use ridiculous gestures. Remember that time you couldn't stop yawning while your crush was talking? Your brain was prioritizing the more interesting stimulus, aka your crush. So grab onto that natural instinct and amplify it. Assign funny gestures to concepts you want to remember. It'll make your brain sit up and take notice. 3. Flavor and scent anchors. Picture this. You're in class and the teacher is droning on, but you're wide awake because you're chewing a ridiculously minty gum. As you chew, you encode memories alongside the taste. Later, when you're reviewing, that minty flavor can act as a shortcut, triggering your brain to recall what you study. Flip the world literally. Doing something as simple as reading backwards or upside down challenges your brain, creating deeper memory traces. It's like working out for your neurons. 5. Talk to yourself. On record, talking out loud while studying helps your brain process and retain information. But here's a twist. Record yourself and then listen and quiz yourself. It's like having your own personal tutor. 6. Flashcards on the go. Physical or digital. Flashcards are like mental push-ups. They force your brain to actively recall information. Make it convenient by carrying mini cards or using apps. The more randomly you test yourself, the better your brain will be at recalling information fast. 7. Chunk your material. Trying to cram an entire chapter into your brain is like trying to swallow a whole pizza. It's too much all at once. Break down concepts into bite-sized chunks and explain each chunk in your own words. This way you're not just memorizing, you're genuinely learning. Finally, 8. Sleep, review, repeat. Your brain works tirelessly while you sleep to consolidate and organize what you've learned. So study before bed and review quickly in the morning. It's like giving your brain a gentle nudge in the right direction. Now that you've got these tips under your belt, let's see them in action. Meet Maria, a medical student who went from drowning in textbooks to acing exams. Maria discovered that with these tips, she could cut her study time in half without sacrificing understanding. So there you have it. It's not about studying all day, it's about studying smart. And hey, if you found these tips helpful, there's a treasure trove of more practical advice waiting for you in our next videos. Until then, remember, don't just study hard, study smart. See you in the next video.